Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing my Paycheck 1 overview. So what that means is I create a full budget for the month. Here, I have my sinking funds. Then I take this budget and then I split it between my two paychecks because I want to see what's coming out of where and make sure that I'm holding it accountable. You know, I don't want to think I have extra money in my first paycheck and spend it and not have enough in my second to cover the rest of my bills. I hope that that makes sense. So basically, I have my full monthly budget, then I have my Paycheck 1 budget, and then I'll have a Paycheck 2 budget for my second paycheck. And basically, I will look at my expenses over the 2 weeks. So I've got page 1 of my transaction log and page 2, and I will reference these when I'm filling out my categories. So let's jump on into that. I think what I'm going to do first is do my over under on my income types. I do not fill in my paycheck, so you will not see that one. Otherwise, you will see these. I'm also going to have to pull out my iPad to use as a calculator. I think it's so funny that I use my iPad because it's so big, but it works. Okay, so let me put this over here to the side. Can we see everything? I think so. Let's do this. Okay, perfect. So I was expecting to only have $650 in my rollover. I actually had $1,034.41. So 1034.41 minus 650. That means I had an extra $384.41. For Eamon, I'm not over or under. For James, I had 100 over. My paycheck, like I said, I do not fill in. For the other category, I actually do have some additional income. So we're gonna look over here. We're gonna see that's not additional. I allocated Eamon and I allocated James. But in my second set of transactions, you're gonna see income here, and here. These are so tiny, but and here, I actually get money back when I go to Starbucks, which is pretty random. So I'm going to add those up really quick. 51.60 plus 62 cents plus 59 cents plus 17 cents. So that puts me at $52.98 of other. So I estimated nothing. My actual was $52.98. So that means I have an additional set of income at $52.98. Now, my total income, I could fill these in, but since I'm missing my paycheck, I'm not going to do so. But I will say we can add these up so you can see how much over I am. So I ended up having over $500 extra in this paycheck than I did in the last one. Hence why I'm able to make an $800 student loan payment. Basically, what you also don't see on here is my savings. That's because if I showed you every single category, including savings, you could easily add them up and see how much I get paid. Does that make sense? You wouldn't be able to have an actual total because I budget out my entire paycheck. So anything that any extra money at the end that's not seen on here, that has also gone to my savings account. I guess you'll see what I mean. So for student loans, I'm actually gonna move this out of the way really quick and open this back up. So for student loans, I made a payment here on the 3rd for that $800. That is the only student loan payment that I made. So I'm going to put in 800, and then there is no over or under. For cash sinking funds, 215. So you will see, I think it's, yep, right here, withdrawal sinking funds, $215. So these can seem pretty consistent. The next up is 100 for my chime sinking funds. I actually did this. I did it at the start of this next paycheck. So I'm gonna go ahead though and put on here chime. I really did transfer the money, I promise. Chime sinking fund, $100. Again, not over or under. So the next one to look at is groceries. And this is where my weekly check-in is gonna come into play. And I also have a question for you guys, because the way I did my weekly check-in this month is I put groceries, what I spent, and then the remaining balance for the entire month. However, because I do paycheck breakdowns, sometimes I think it's beneficial to do the remaining out of that paycheck. So like week 1 and 2 come out of my first paycheck. So I budgeted $300 in groceries for paycheck 1. Would you recommend that I do my remaining out of that $300 and then do it again for paycheck number 2? That's something I'm really trying to consider. I've flip-flopped back and forth throughout the year, and I'm just not sure what's going to work best. I do sometimes like to see the remaining balance in its entirety, but I also feel like it's important to see it based on the paycheck that I'm working with. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I would love to get some feedback and some thoughts, because I'm trying to really determine what will work best going into 2020. With that being said, for groceries, okay, let me put this right here so I can find my page easier. Clearly don't have a bookmark in here. What I'm doing now is I'm gonna add up what I spent in both groceries categories. So, can you see? Okay, great. So for groceries, I have $179.28 plus $3.39. So that means I spent $182.67 out of 300. So $182.67. Now that means I have money left over in this specific category. So minus 300, that means I have $117.33. Oh, poo. Did not mean to do that. That was supposed to go here. And I don't know if I have any more whiteout, because my whiteout was garbage. I don't think I do, so I'm just gonna have to mark that out. Whatever, not a big deal. The next category is eating out. So I spent $108.25 and I spent $117.95. Oh my God, I spent $226 this month. So $226 and what is the change? 20 cents. Holy cow. I only budgeted $125. That means I went over by $101.20. Ah, man. What did I say, 101? Yeah. So here I'm over by 101.20. Make it nice, bold, and in my face that I'm over in that category. The next one is Amari. So for Amari, I spent $51.02, and then I spent another $13.95. So I spent $64.97. 64. Wow, I'm like cent away. 98.99. So 3 cents over or under. The next up is gas, and I actually have not spent a penny on gas. So my actual is $0.40. For household, I spent $11.74 and nothing in this week. So $11.74 is my actual. So what I'll do then is do 25 minus $11.74, which is going to give me $13.26. Remaining. Can you see? Yes, okay. Next up is me. So here I spent $22.09 plus $32.10, which puts me at $54.19. $54.19. That means I'm over by $14.19. For Christmas cards, I spent the full 100. It's right here at the end. I ended up sending the full 100 to my friend as a thank you for taking our pictures and editing them, and yeah. For Christmas tree, I have one odd expense. It says Chipotle for $22.04. That is because James ended up paying for the tree, and he said, since I paid for the tree, can you just get us food on the way home? So I said yes. That's why this one eating out charge is categorized as Christmas tree. $22.04. So 60 minus $22.04 is $37.96. And then for unbudgeted, I did spend money. I did not spend it in this first week. I spent it in the second, so $21.76. And then I'll put here $21.76. Now I'm just gonna quickly look at the bills that I was supposed to pay. So we have rent, I paid that. Patreon came out, so did Apple Storage, and I paid Ventra. So I just like to make sure that all bills have been accounted for in this first paycheck. Now, what am I doing? Oh, okay, so I wanna add up my actual category and see how much that totals. I have a total for my budgeted. I would like to see what the actual is, and then how much I was over or under. So when I'm adding it up, we have $800 for student loans, $215 for cash sinking funds, $100 for Chime, $182.67 for groceries, $226.20. That is so bad for eating out. Amari is at $64.97. Gas is $0. Household is $11.74. Myself is $54.19. Christmas cards $100. Christmas tree $22.04. And then unbudgeted is at $21.76. So that put me under what I budgeted. So I budgeted $1,870. I spent $1,798.57. 57 cents. So then in my over or under, it should theoretically be 1,870 minus 1,798.57. That means that I should have an additional $71.43 left. If that makes sense. Let me actually see. So 117.33 minus 101.20 plus 0.03 plus 40 plus 13.26 minus 14.19 plus 37.96 and then minus 21.76. Yeah, so that puts me at 71.43. Exactly, so $71.43 remaining. Now this amount here, and basically any amount, so for groceries, because I spent $182, I could roll over this $117.33 into my next budget. I am not going to do that. I like to take whatever I have remaining and then throw that into my savings or into my debt. And for this month, I decided to put it into my savings. Some months I may decide to put it into my debt as like an extra debt payment. However, this is what's going to work for me this paycheck. So that is going to be it for my Paycheck 1 overview. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like, follow me over on Instagram at Steph's Budget. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.